Okay, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the blog. Welcome back. You're back with us at Beamer and Son Garage. I want to clear something up. I'm constantly getting this from people on these websites with the 429, 71 Mustang, the 385 series websites, 71 through 73 Mustang websites, groups that I'm in. That my engine's not original. It didn't come like that from the factory. My Eleanor's. No shit. I built this car 20 years ago on my 40th birthday, guys. Okay, let me clear this up, okay? Me and my son, 20 years ago, exactly 20 years ago, on my 40th birthday, I decided to put a 1970 XL convertible engine that came out of that car, a 429, that came out of a 1970 XL convertible, a 429 cubic inch big block, 385 series engine into my Mustang, okay? So, 20 years ago, me and my son swapped this out. It had no engine in it when we bought it. It was missing an engine. It was a 302 C4 car. And we put this 429 big block, cubic inch, rated at 360 horsepower in that car. Now, in 1970, if you guys know the history of the horsepower with engines in 1970, they were underrated. So this thing's more like probably 385, 375 to 400 horsepower sitting right there. This thing is a rocket ship, okay? So me and my son shoehorned this motor and the transmission that came out of the XL convertible into this car, okay? This is not a factory original 429 1972 fastback Mustang. It's not a Mach 1. It's just a fastback. So it was a clean slate. We bought it for 500 bucks or less than that. Actually, I didn't buy it for 500. It was less than that. I bought the body with no motor, no training. The wiring was chopped. You can see that I patched all the wires with some old butt connectors right there, and I think I need to go over that again. It's having a spark issue. And it sparks and it runs and it don't spark, so it's probably one of them wires. So that's what we did. We shoehorned that in there. We swapped it out, okay? It's not a factory original. I never claimed this thing was factory original. God, I get people that argue with me. That's not original. They didn't make it 1972 big block bus. No, they didn't. I put that in there, idiots. Oh, I swear people think they just know everything and then some. Okay, Ford didn't put them in there in 72 or 3. Okay, we realized that. Okay, everything was downsizing by then. By 73, it was over with, 74, 75, it was gone. But this was not an original car. This car was a 302 C4, 2-barrel, automatic, and that was it. That's all it was. And whoever had it couldn't drive it because they wrecked the left front corner. I got an apron for that, replace that. And they wrecked the right rear corner. So they wiped this whole left side out. You can see the bumper tweaked down. And they hit something in the right rear. And they wiped the car. The car was totaled. I bought it from a guy that had, plans on building it. And he never did anything with it. And I bought it. And then me and my son had it. And I'm thinking, well, I guess I'm just going to 302 it, and 289 it maybe, or a Windsor it, I don't know what. And then all of a sudden, a light bulb come on, man, because I've been trying to build a big block Mustang for years. It started with Christeen, and that's my Christeen. It's a 70 Mustang, Cobra Jack body, and it had an engine missing in it. So it had a 351 CJ in it, 4-speed, 9-inch, and it is a posi. Of course, the rear end now is in the garage because I hurt the rear end. The engine is in it. It's just awesome. But anyways, I tried to put a 429 in it. And it was a different 429 that's in this car. It came out of a Thunderbird. That's another 429 I had. But unfortunately, the guys I bought it from lied, didn't tell me there was water in the block. It froze and busted. I mean, it destroyed that engine. It was junk. So I left it at Morehouse's Welding, and I never did go back and get it. Some other guy went over there and got the heads and all the parts, and I'm still mad about that. One day he'll pay the piper for that. But anyways, So it never happened. So I ended up putting a 302 in this, mounted it to the 4-speed, and that's Christine. And there's no copyrights in this. This is a 70 Mustang. And Christine spelled different than the 58 Plymouth Fury from the movie Christine. It's not a copyrights at all. That's a Plymouth. This is a Mustang. My Eleanor's is no copyright again. It's spelled Eleanor's with an S. And I'm not trying to sell the car. I get that too. Oh, it's copyright. They're going to take your car. No, they're not going to take my car. I'm not selling the car. I'm not trying to, copy the Gone in 60 Seconds, with Toby Halicki. His real name was Henry. I'm not trying to copy that man, My car is Eleanor's. You can see it's mostly rust and black. There's a little bit of yellow on it over here. And I'm converting it over. It's going to be painted all black like I started painting it here with spray cans. And the great ultraviolet light from the sun has faded my paint job. So there's no copyrights. None whatsoever. It's spelled different. It's a different year. His was a 73 Mach. Mine's a 72 fastback. Mine's got a big block in it. He had a Cleveland. Mine's nothing like his car. We're not claiming, to be in it. It's just the name of the car because it was yellow and black. And the guy we got it from, that's what he called it, was Eleanor. I changed the name to Eleanor's with an S. And it's, not the same car. It's not we're not trying to copyright them people. We're not trying to, sell and build these cars and sell them for money. So, Denise Halicki, who's the only one left of the whole, franchise of the original Gone in 60 Seconds, I got no beef with her. I'm not trying to copy her husband. My car's Eleanor's. My car's a 72 fastback. My car's nothing like their car. They had a roll cage in it. His car was smashed up. Of course, mine is too, but his was smashed up further than mine. Mine's no movie car. You can look at it. Come on, that ain't a movie car. It's a Beamer car. Beamer and Son garage car. Okay, so we cleared that up. We're getting ready to come out with our weed eater. And all this growth here is going to be gone. So you guys see that, and all the fields over there, all this growth all around here, and all the fields over there is cars are like being consumed by grass all around them. So we're going to take care of that today. So I hope we took care of that problem. You guys understand it. There's no copyright infringements on these two cars. There's no comparison to these two cars. There is no, listen here, no, it's not an original factory, big block Mustang. No, I swapped it out. God, I hate that. I'm going back to my Mr. Obvious and what grinds my gears, guys. That's what grinds my gears. So we're back to Mr. Obvious and what grinds my gears. This is what makes my gears feel good. My 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner is probably a $100,000 car, restored, put back the numbers matching, and probably easy $100,000 car. And it's not for sale. Nothing I have is for sale, okay? Nothing. You can't buy that body armor drink. You can't buy that weed eater I'm getting ready to fire up. Nothing I have is for sale, okay? Unless you got big, big money. And it's going to cost you. We're talking kind of money Richard Rollins, Dennis Collins got to put together. Those guys are too cheap to buy anything I got. They're cheapos. No, you can't get it for $14,000, Dennis. No, you can't get it for $10,000, Richard. You couldn't buy it. Mark Werman, yeah, we don't like you either. You're overpriced, Angolia. You couldn't touch these Plymouths I have. My Plymouth Roadrunner, my Plymouth Duster. Get away from her. Get away from the dusty one. That's my girl right there. And that's it, guys. We're out. Bearing coming for the pit bike today. And then we ordered a set of backup bearings for it. Pit bike will be up and going today. And we can't wait for that. So we'll see you in the next one, guys. Check out my friend's Actions Auto Parts. Jamie Phillips. Check his channel out, guys. He's got some cool stuff. Got a big junkyard he's putting together. He's got everything. He's got rims, tires, man cave stuff, car parts, trucks, car parts, anything the heart desires. You guys deserve, to yourselves to check out my friend's channel. Hit that subscribe button with him. Like, tag, share, follow him. Like, tag, share, follow us. Leave him a comment. Tell him, hey, Beamer and Son Garage sent me. That's my buddy, the bald guy. My buddy. Check out my friend. You got to see my friend. And that's it, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Christine, love you, baby. See you next time.